Strop Burn on me here, Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Retro Land Comics. This time I'm doing another episode of Comic Book Reviews. This time I'm reviewing X-Men issue 469. And what happens in this issue is we see that it's after the events of M-Day, and it follows Rachel Summers, pretty much, Scott and Jean's daughter. And the X-Men are now currently in constant watch over the Sentinels and the government, and the government's actually spying on Rachel in pretty private moments, and these hackers are doing this, and the colonel catches them doing this and tells them to pretty much stop what they're doing, and or at least don't get caught doing it. And then there's this broadcast from this, I'm guessing he's a mutant, talking about the events after M-Day and how the X-Men are fugitives and being watched, and all the mutants was being hunted down even though their powers was taken away from them. And it's this whole thing. And this woman that's the head of all this, I mean, she's kind of working to get the mutants, I mean, I guess protect the mutants, but she's also working with the government, so it's this whole thing. And I have apparently missed a page while I was reading it, because there's this whole conversation with Bishop and looks like Storm's ghost or spirit. So yeah, I missed this part, but this happens. I'm guessing the pages were stuck together. And then after that, we see Cannonball's sister getting attacked by the government, and they confiscating all her technology or whatever, because her powers involve hacking and stuff like that. And then Cannonball's trying to save his sister, and he winds up getting captured, and Bishop comes in and calms down everything. And we see Beast trying to figure out the mark that the Shi'ar put on Rachel's back to try to figure out how to remove it, but he realizes it's a part of her DNA now, so it can't be removed. And Rachel talks to Psylocke and Kurt after this, and consoles with them. And then after this, Rachel goes to talk to Hank. Crap, I can't remember his last name. It's the guy who got powers from helping Bruce Banner, the guy with the green hair, and he got kind of like Hulk-like powers, because his powers from Gamma as well, and he's a doctor, and he tries to help the Hulk out. So now he's trying to help Rachel, but he's secretly working for the government, and it's this whole thing. But Rachel's seeing this whole thing because her powers are able to, like, go into people's minds and find stuff out, because we see her throughout the comic getting all this information about the government and everything, and see her pretty much finding out everything that she needs to know. And then Cannonball and his sister goes to give supplies to some mutant refugees, and then they have a plan to hack the government, and that's what they wind up doing. And then Scott has a one-on-one talk with Rachel, and trying to see where her head's at, and find out how she got all these renotapes. And the reason she got all these renotapes was to see if she can break out without the Sentinels finding out about her, and she's able to do that. And then we see that at the end of the comic as she busts out, and we'll have to see what happens after that. And we find out that Bishop's having dinner with old girl that's over behind all this. We see Cannonball and his sister hacking into Colonel Reyes's computer and all this other stuff. But other than that, that's all that really happened. My question for y'all is, if y'all have ever read X-Men 469, what y'all like about it? As always, Rob Burn on me here, Preacher Man R&B, sign out. Guys, GG's awesome. It's been another episode of Retro Land Comics. My rating for this comic is probably going to be about a 7 out of 10. We'll see y'all next time.